What is up, everyone, and welcome into the SGBA All-Star Team Reveal. If you're an All-Star, this is the live stream for you. If you're not, well, better luck next year. Get your votes in, ball out on the court, hit your threes, slam your dunks down.
Better luck next
It's
year.
do I have this unmuted on my own thing? Nope, I'm muted. That's you.
I muted. I did it. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, so welcome in. This is the first SGBA podcast. Jason wants to do more of these in the future, so he and I will be tag teaming on putting up ideas together. Currently 10 in the chat so far. So, unfortunately, Bottoms couldn't make it on tonight. He got stuck at a restaurant with his family. So, it's just going to be Jason and I tonight. I'll be taking over the roles of Johnny Bottoms. So, Jason, want to do any opening monologue before we get into this?
No, they've heard him before. I've been doing the streams lately, so they know I'm on there talking about the stream. But what we'll do tonight is, like you kind of explained, we'll go back and forth with the rosters, what we've picked. I believe they're going to be in order, like what between me and JB, what we ordered or what we picked. It don't really matter what player was picked at what time, but we'll go over the actual rosters. I think there's 10 per team, and then we'll go back and forth. And any questions you have, you can post in the top chat. We'll go back and forth from there, and then Mitch would be the guy running it right now. I'm just kind of doing my own team too. So whenever you're ready, Mitch, let me know.
All right. And going to the first slide, we have Shocker.
All right. Yeah. What we'll do is obviously the first pick for me and JB will be ourselves because we're the captains. So obviously pick myself because I'm the captain of the team.
And JB picked himself because he's the captain.
Yep, exactly.
Shocking.
Next pick I had, I went for he's one of the OGs here. He's been in here for quite a long time. From Kentucky. You can kind of guess who that's going to be. I picked Julio Knight. So he's a stud every game. He does his quiet 18, 19 a game and 8 rebounds, 5 or 6 assists. And so I got him on the team.
With JB's first pick, he took a man out of North Carolina when we last saw before the last stream we had, leading the MVP race in Jarvis Travis, or Travers, however you say his name. Yeah, excellent player at UNC, really like the backbone of the Tar Heels. So, yeah, great pick by JB here.
All right, I went with another OG from the league, and he's probably one of the longest guys, ins and outs and everything. So I went with the if he gets knocked down, we know what he does. He gets back up. So I got Chumba.
I guess I had the amount of order there. But, yeah, so, yeah, definitely. I had them out of order by accident, but regardless, yeah, that's a great pick by you. He's definitely been around the league for the longest. Even when I was I've been here around a long time, but Kev's definitely been a trailblazer for the SGBA for sure. With JB's next pick, he took a man who helped lead Wichita State to the national final last year against Michigan. He's a big man. He's the only guy over 7 foot tall, coming in at 7'1". Elvin Mack, big boy center. What was he, third in MVP when we last looked, or was he fourth?
I think so. I think something like that. Yeah, he was number 1 in defense. So I think.
Yeah, he was definitely up there for sure. Oh, wrong person.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, of course. Kind of a little sneak peek there. I grabbed his teammate. I can't believe he lasted this long. So we'll just go with Reek. You know who Reek is. He made it on my team. So I got Law, Reek, and Chumba and Julio. That's a team right there. I can't believe I got the team right now. So I get Reek because of his numbers alone. He's almost put up 30 a game. Guy has, what does he have, a 50-point game this year, I think it was, or really up there.
Yeah,
he's got player of the week twice.
Uh-huh.
Myself and Law and Reek both have 2 player of the week games that they are weeks. So we're doing good. I love this team so far.
Coming up with JB's next pick, he had a man that he his teammates with. He's the why am I blank? Small forward for the Hoosiers in Braden Gaucher, averaging 16 points just about when these graphics were made. He's going to be a starter for JB's side. Excellent player and definitely a key contributor for the Hoosiers to go alongside JB.
Yeah, for sure. He's like a quiet assassin. He gets it done every game, and you watch his dunks, man. He can jump high too. He gets those dunks every game. Some good ones. I went international with my second pick. With the New Zealand, I went with the big guy. My first big guy picked O'Neal down low, the old banger down low. So I can't go wrong with the old 69er.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on to JB's last pick for the starters. This man, all he does is pass. He has about 50 more assists than anyone else in the league.
Yeah.
He reigns up in Ann Arbor in Jacob Aquinas. Excellent pick. Obviously, going around the court, you need to work your way, pass the ball, and you got the best passer the SGBA's probably ever seen.
Right.
In Aquinas there.
All right, I went. I took someone from Bottom's old backyard. I took this Hoosier, Jonas Sigurdsson. I probably butcher his name, but yeah, that's like a Sig. We'll call him Sig for short. He's one of the guys off the bench I want to have gone out there. He's a big body too. I mean, he gets it done. He gets almost 8 rebounds a game, 13 points a game almost. So he's a banger alone. I wanted to get in the mix with O'Neal and some other guys that have coming up too. So I was happy to get him.
JB's next pick is a man who I played season 1 with. He's made an excellent transition up to Ann Arbor. We have another Wolverine coming off the board in Lee Galley Blay. Again, I'm butchering my own former teammate's name, but 10 rebounds a game, about 15 points a game. He's been an absolute weapon for Ann Arbor, making you, Martial Law's job fairly simple,
right?
As you don't have to carry the load, as everyone on the Wolverines plays their part.
Yeah, good old LGB got it done, man. He's banging on low for between blocks, rebounds, and points. This next pick, do you want to announce it or me to announce it? I got I honestly think he's one of the best underrated players in this league. He gets it done. We saw him play Michigan a couple of games ago. And you get it done. Mitch O'Brien. I picked him up. He's on my team. Team Law from Arkansas.
Yeah, well, obviously we coming off the bench, so everyone's going to be in fear that one of the nation's best players is going to be coming off the bench to wreak havoc.
This shows you how stacked my team is. You have to come off the bench.
Exactly. Coming on to JB's next pick, I'm going to be honest, I don't know a lot about this man, but he's playing on a fairly good Gonzaga team. I know the record's not great, but they're playing better than their record. And Don Fletcher, about 17 points a game, about 5 assists, shooting 50% from the field. Just all-around good player. I guess I'll have to look more into Don Fletcher. He's obviously clearly good because he is an all-star.
Yeah, I think he was around since season 1 too. He's been here for a while. He's been around. He's actually a good player. I want to see he might be the leader. Him and is it Flame, between those two guys, I think. With my next pick, I went from my bitter rival from MSU. He was here, came back, left, and came back again. He's been doing pretty good. I got I don't want to mix up his old name. So Jake McCall, picked him up from Michigan State, guard. He gets it done behind the 3-point line too. He'll get you 2-3 threes in a row. We've seen it when they played Michigan. He's one of the reasons they went into quadruple overtime against us. I think he had 5 or 6 threes that game, and so yeah, he's good. I'll take him.
I was gonna say that was a game load of stat patterns. Everyone
it was.
Shot.
Don't forget too. That was a fast sim game, wasn't it?
I think it started off as a fast sim, then I think that was like an hour-long fast sim video.
It was like, honestly, it was like 89, 88 when I joined, and then we scored 50 more points each.
Exactly. Next man coming off the bench, he's a big. He's up for rookie or freshman of the year. He's another Spartan. He's got some colorful hair on him. And J.R. Jr. about 17 points a game. Just about 11 rebounds. Not just about 11 rebounds a game. JR has been like the focal point for the Spartans. Obviously, they got EA, they got Jake McCall, as we just talked about. But yeah, he's really been a crucial pickup for the Spartans this season.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Just call him Junior Squared, Junior.
Yeah.
With my pick, I picked up. He actually was a replacement. We actually replaced him with a guy that quit recently weeks ago. So it actually worked out pretty good that this guy actually quit, that he took his place for. We took the AD from Duke, Mort Armstrong. He came in right away. He was good for the team. He pushed the team up. He's turned them around, even though their record is one of the worst in the league, if not the worst in the league. They're in almost every game. He's a banger down low between him and Soto. They did a pretty good pairing. But I'm actually a fan of Mort. He came in, I want to say, maybe not midseason, maybe the first couple of weeks he missed, but he's been here for most of season too. He's quite assassin. He gets it done. He bangs alone. He still has a couple threes he shoots too. So I'm glad to have Mort in here.
Yeah, definitely. Moving on to the next pick for the JV squad. Just talked about him actually as I was doing my talks on Mr. J.R. Johnson, but it is another former Wichita player in Big EA, the AD of Michigan State. Again, helping lead his team to wins. Obviously, I think that they went on a 3-game winning streak at one point.
Yeah, yeah.
We literally went punch for punch with Michigan.
Right.
So yeah,
he has the big threes too. He's one of the big guys, and many big guys that actually shoot threes. And I want to think, the last game of the game before, he missed like 3 in a row and then hit the last 3 of the game for 3-point lands. He's good down low and up and top too.
Those are key aspects.
Yeah. With my last pick, I picked up another Zag with a banger down low, a big guy. I like having my big guys as reserves come off the bench and make a difference. So JJ Louis, I got him. He's on my team now. He's team law, and I want to see how it bangs against big guys like Mac and stuff down there, and even Ashley. So we'll see what he does. I know he does it. I want to say he averages almost 2 blocks a game too. So I'm happy with him on my team. I'll take him for sure.
And the final pick of the night, coming from the Kansas Jayhawks, Matt Thomas. He's had himself. Wasn't he the guy that just won Player of the Week?
Player of the Week was last week. Yeah.
Yeah. He's on a hot streak right now. You can't ask for literally a better hot streak coming into the All-Star game. He had 58 points. He literally was the reason Kansas won both their games.
Against Kentucky, and then someone played somebody else. But I think he has 80 points the last 2 games.
Well, yeah, he played against Arkansas. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yep.
Well, yeah, Matt Thomas, final man coming off the board here. He'll be coming off the bench, and he's already red hot. So JB's got himself a great rotation. Anyone who wasn't following along, this is what this is what Team Law looks like. And
I ain't gonna lie, that's one pretty lineup right there. That's pretty good.
And this is what Team Bottoms looks like.
They're both good though. They're both good teams. I like them both.
Yeah,
I think if I had to guess, our guards are probably better, but they're big guys down low between Mac, LGB. I mean, they have 3 of the top, I think, 5 defensive players of the year on their team. Mm-hmm. So between Mac, LGB, and I think Junior is like number 5 for defensive player of the year too. They're all in there.
Yeah, when I was putting these pictures together, I'm like, okay, I can see that one team went big and the other team went small.
And it depends what kind of game it is, because we've seen games where I think the last game we had, I forget who they played, whatever the game it was. We saw, I think, 11 blocks in the first half by one team, which is crazy.
What was the last game? It was Kentucky and somebody.
Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, yep. What was it, Kentucky, Kansas, I think it was?
Yeah, it was Kentucky, Kansas.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
If you guys want any questions at all, you can post in the chat. I mean, I'm all for any kind of questions. We have it going on right now anyway. So, I mean, I can't actually go on the game and look at schedules and all the other kind of stuff. But if you have any questions in general about what the season's going to bring coming up, the pro season, NBA season, next year's college season. The logo you see here for the All-Star game, if you guys been here long enough, you remember that was a logo for the City League we had. I love that logo a lot. I think it was really cool I did that. So just a little hint with the All-Star game, I kept the theme black and white. I always thought that was good, like Brooklyn, the way they had their court set up. I like it a lot. I mean, all the old ones, you think of the 90s NBAs are all bright orange and teal and purple and green. I like keeping it black and white. It's more like out there. It's more original, and I like it a lot. So that's why I kept the black and white. All the jerseys are. So what I might do too, we did have a pretty good turnout with the jersey sales. Matter of fact, I packed them all up last night. I put the addresses on. They'll be shipped out tomorrow. So I'm guessing you guys should be getting your jerseys Thursday, Friday latest. I'm just going to do UPS. We post office. I'm not sure yet. I'll ship those out, but I want to get us, if we can, have everyone try to get as many All-Star game jerseys if we can. You'll see what they look like. They're sweet, and they can do those jerseys just like the All-Star game looks like. So they'll be able to do those. So I haven't gotten a jersey yet, but I might be getting me a long one because the logo here I like a lot. The black and white logo I think is sick.
Yeah, obviously you shipped out mine the other apparently yesterday. So
minus the pizza, of course.
I am very upset about that. I am passionately about that pizza. Like
I still can remember how that started.
I will die on that
pizza a while ago, but I forgot what it was started about. I mean, obviously RFL days, but
it was your twin's birthday party, and you got Jets.
Oh, that's
pizza.
right. We had pizza,
and you said I have so much leftover pizza. I'm like, okay, just ship me up some.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Have the Jets pizza.
I say, how old are your twins anyway? 8.
They're gonna turn 9 in about 2 months.
Yeah, so yeah, they would have been like nope.
3 years ago.
Like so much pizza for like 2 4-year-olds, because that was literally like 4 years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. Shit flies by, man.
Yes, it does.
So yeah, if you guys want any yeah, you did Eric. Actually, EA helped out with the create the guys back then. That was, for those who don't know, we had the City League was kind of like the in between Killing Time League between the pros, which fell through because of who, and then the college team or the college league, which I ran. We had, was it 6 teams? I think it was. Each had a city. Was it Atlanta, Detroit, Chicago, Boston, LA? Maybe just 6 teams. And we had all the college guys join these teams. It didn't matter what city you were from, actually, just because we had it that way. But each team had their own custom logo, and they played against each other. And those squads we had back then, there were some good squads, man. I mean, I'd say half the guys are still here that played in that City League we had. I don't know if we had a championship or not. Just got to play scrimmage. Maybe we played about 6-8 games each. It was fun, though, to have it together. And if I had time, I'd do it again, like a G League type thing. But we'll see what happens that way. Also, on a side note really quick, I've been reaching out to streamers. I kind of give Mitch a heads up in the boardroom.
Yeah.
If you guys can, I know there's only like 14 of you here, but I'm going to make an announcement this week as well. I've got some more streamers on board to help with us doing their own content. Greg Gaines, he's been here for a while. He does his wrestling thing, WWE stuff. He's going to get more involved with that too. He started up his new, I want to say, league or his franchise. And then we got 2 other guys. One guy does a lot of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. And the third guy we got that just joined yesterday does a little bit of everything. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an announcement that we joined the quote-unquote SGBA family for like a partnership, affiliation. No money's involved. We just show support for them. Like every time he's on, just click it really quick to the stream, click a like, and you can bounce if you have to. Just so we can see, like, it's like when they do it for us too. It's the same thing. We'll go back and forth, retweet their stuff, share their stuff, like their stuff on Twitter. Just takes like 5 minutes. It's almost the same thing you're doing for us. Do it for him instead. Just to show some love for other content creators, because people like me and even guys like Mitch who does this podcast, you realize how hard it is, how much time it takes to do stuff like this. So I'm always willing to get back. I mean, we're not huge by any means. We're not no RFL level for numbers wise, but we'll get there someday. I just want to make sure that these guys that are trying to struggle, like even Greg Gaines, he had like no affiliate or no followers at all a week and a half ago on Twitch. He's got like I think 90 now. Just seeing those guys grow and get bigger like us, like we were there one time. I know how hard it was. I was grinding for those numbers on YouTube. It took not a long time, about 5-6 months. But Twitch was easy. I couldn't believe how fast it was. And I know a lot of you guys came over from here to follow, but the affiliation for them was really easy, which if you missed the last stream, I added a bunch of stuff. Like, emojis. You could earn SGBA points, not attribute points, for streaming only. And you could post emojis and stuff like that. I'm going to change it up. to have different kind of icons, like more like these kind of logos here, the SGBA old school logo, the new SGBA logo, or the current one we have now, just so you guys can get more involved, show some love out there whenever you're watching the stream. And I wanted to have it where you didn't have to pay. It's always good if you do pay to be a follower on, or I think it's called a follow or a sub, whatever, on Twitch. But I want to do stuff for free too, if I could. And if I could change the price off the check, if I can get a follower or a sub for Twitch to be like $1 a month, I'll see if I could do that. Because right now I think it's $7, $6 or $7. And I don't think you guys want to pay that much.
For me, $6 for Americans, and
yeah,
I don't think you change it because Twitch has to make their own buck, and if you make it $1, you're not going to get any money out of it.
Right.
So I don't think you can change how much sub costs.
Yeah, because by the time they get their money back, you're making like $2.99. They're getting $2-3 from me anyway. So, but yeah, so we'll go more into detail when I get better at this whole Twitch thing. Like I said, I knew nothing about Twitch 2 weeks ago. I was completely new, blind. I know we talked about it when AK was here 6 months ago, and I kind of looked in a little bit, and it just seemed too difficult. I was trying to focus on YouTube only. But overall, I actually like it a lot. I might actually like it more than YouTube at some point because the games feel more real. More like live.
They do so much.
Even
like,
though
no disrespect to YouTube, but the Twitch games actually feel real. The YouTube games just don't hit the same. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, I saw that Flame Dragon. If you have Amazon Prime, you get free Twitch sub each month. I'm not sure if you get one. You get one at a time. Yeah, so I think I have one through my family member. I'll have to link to them and use my one sub or whatever the case is. But yeah, I want to get us more involved with Twitch, even though YouTube is where the numbers are at. But as you guys saw, I'm pretty sure I told you guys before. But I think I'm average. And like I said, this has never been about money for me. I love doing this shit for you guys. But I want to say in the first 3 weeks of being partnered with YouTube, I've made $6.47 in advertising. So it's not about the money. The main money comes when you get sponsors. When you get, your energy drinks, what do we call, like whatever one of those are called, or any kind of controller, headset, all that kind of shit. But I'm not even looking for that stuff right now. Honestly, I'm not. If I make money, I make money. If not, I don't care. I'm not really grinding that hard to get money and get paid right now. That's down the road, so we get a little bit bigger. But yeah, overall wise, we got YouTube going, we got Twitch going. I mentioned earlier to Mitchie earlier, and before we went live, I think the remainder weeks of this season are all short games, like not many games, like 6 games, maybe 7 games tops. If that's the case, I'll be doing 2 in-game weeks for every 1 real week. Like last week was 17-18. This week is 19-20. I want to say we stop at week 26, maybe 27. And then it's into the tournament. Those who saw the last stream, the tournament is only the top 8 teams. So basically we're starting in the Elite 8. I set it up wrong in the beginning of the season. Not know what we're going to do with this. Next season for college, I'll have all 16 teams make it. You play during the season to get your seeding. So you don't want to face Michigan or, in this case, Indiana the first round. So we'll do more that way. But for this season here, if the top 8 teams make it, I thought until last week, all teams made it, but they don't. It's just the top 8. And then we'll treat it like Elite 8, Final 4, and then the championship game. Probably looking at that March tournament will start, and we'll finish mid-March. And then we'll dive right into the NBA season. I'm going to need 2-3 weeks to set that up between if we get 20 guys going pro, 30 guys going pro, whatever the case is, whoever goes pro, we are jumping to 2K23. 2K22 will be done. Nothing carries over. Most of you know that, but some of you don't know that. No teams carry over, no graphics, no players. I have to recreate everything from scratch. So if I have to make up martial law to go pro, I have to go into 2K23, create new player. I can't carry over DNA, nothing, because it's all in the old system or the old game. We can't share that. I don't know why 2K does that, but anyways, I have to create all these players from scratch. So if you go pro, realize that your guy, looks-wise even, and tribute-wise, won't be identical to what he is now. And we've talked about it too. You're going to probably lose 6 to 8 overall points anyways when you go pro. Like in real life, you don't see 2K22 where Jaden Ivey is at 89 overall, 90 overall. He's not. He's like an 82, I think, or 83. He'll be even lower maybe. So most of us, when you go pro, you're losing like 6 or 8 overall points. So I want people to be aware of that when they go pro. If they're a 90 now, they're not going to go pro to 90. But I'll go into deep dive on that during the season. I'll post something on Discord and Twitter, all that shit. So if we're good, I'm good on my end. I've been talking my ass off for you guys. Try to give you all the information I can. I actually like talking more than I do chatting texting or typing shit up because I can talk better that way. But if you have any questions, blow up the live chat. If not, I'll give it a minute or two, then we can close this out and go back to Discord. I guess I have to edit my videos anyways for this week. Start grinding out those games too. So
dump your channel points on Twitch into the giveaway that's in the
emote
box. I think we need 15,000 channel points spent for Jason to give away an All-Star badge or
Hall of Fame
badge. Hall of Fame badge. So you get 10 points every 5 minutes, and then I think it's 50 points every 15 minutes. Like, it's cool to put the 4 up in the chat or you got slammed on, but I think a Hall of Fame badge is a little bit more valuable than a channel emote in the chat. So,
and that was
20, you put those down to like 25 points anyway. So,
I'm going to change that stuff up next time. Like I said, I had no idea what I was doing. I honestly, this is how dumb I am with Twitch. I thought that when you use that emoji, you got 10 points. I didn't know, or 20 points. I know it costs that much to use it, which is, to me, that's ass backwards. It makes sense now. So I'm going to go through anyways and reset that, where I'm going to have it really cheap to use those emojis like 5 or 10. And it'll be more, like I said, like an SGBA black and white logo or an SGBA logo. Now, I thought because once if something gets posterized, we'll have 15 guys drop that posterize and they'll all get 5 or 10 points each time, not knowing no, it costs 5 or 10 to use that emoji. So I'm going to go through and this week, I think our first Twitch game is Thursday or even Friday, maybe. I think by that time I'll have everything set up. It'll still be the same giveaway for the Hall of Fame badge. And what I'll do with that, once we reach that goal, we think we have 20 days. We'll hit that for sure. This is kind of like a dry run how it works. Once we get that, I'll have either channel the giveaway, or I'll have something where you guys can do that. And unfortunately, I can't see who gave how much amount in the Twitch, so it'll be open to everybody. But what I'll do is, depending on how fast we reach it, if it's a good turnout, I might do 2 or 3 Hall of Fame badges. And what I'll do is either I'll live stream it or I'll record it on my screen, me going to one of those random number pickers on Google, and I'll put in everyone's name with the number. So if I'll put Martial Law 1, Mitchie 2, and whatever number comes up, 37. Well, who's 37? Flame Dragon 37. He'd be one of the guys that would get the Hall of Fame badge. So it's just random. It's not me picking some other dudes I don't even know. Just
I was gonna say you can't see how many points are put in, but people can screenshot how many points they've gave and put it in a channel. Because
what we might do going forward? That's not a bad idea. I might do something because I remember, I don't know if I talked to someone about this before, like years ago or just recently, but if we could do that, if you could show me that you gave, let's say, 3,500 points towards this giveaway, we could say each 100 points is one token in this giveaway. So, for example, you'd have like 5 more extra chances, almost like a lottery type thing. The more you pay, the more balls you get in return. So if you have your name in the hat like 16 times, if you give out so much money. If you only give it once, you only have your name in the hat one time. The more you give, the more in return you have in this hat, better chance to win. I think we could do that. I saw it online somewhere. I did it before. Maybe it was in the old league. Maybe who set it up. I'm not sure, but I think we'll do that. I'll figure that. This first one here is kind of like a dry run to figure out how things actually work. I'm not sure how they work really. I'm learning as we go. Between Mitch, Drethel's been helping me out too. All these guys have been kind of helping me out here and there. So I'm kind of figuring out myself. So if something screws up, it's not me trying to scam or be a dick. I honestly don't know how it works. I've been YouTubing it, going on Google trying to find how shit works. On top of doing YouTube, on top of editing all these videos, on top of which I finished the top 10. The top 10 players in the league. We're all going to have a special graphic I made for everybody. I'll post it when you get off here. I'll post all 10 of them on there, and you can see what I'm doing. So if you make top 10 in the league, not stats wise, I think just overall top 10. Like I think Max number 1, I think he's a 94 overall, and I want to say that Bottoms, I think is 94 too. Those are the top 2 highest rated guys. So we'll have our own different like card/graphic. So we'll have that too. But like I said, I'm learning as we go with Twitch, with everything in general, all the league stuff, YouTube stuff. I'm still learning every day. So, but yeah, thanks for mentioning that Hall of Fame thing. I forgot about that with the Twitch thing. So if you have any questions with Twitch or how we're running things, on the chat, hit me up, and the Discord, hit me up, and you see something like, hey, do this instead, this is easier, let me know. I'm always up for help. I won't shut you down for helping me out at all. I'm always over that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I think we're good now. I'm almost out of my end.
I'm good over here too.
All right. Well, thanks everybody that came out tonight, man. Like I said, we'll post those graphics of the All-Star team in Discord. Bottoms, his SGB Insider will probably post them today or tomorrow on Twitter. Make sure you light that up. You likes and retweet stuff like that. And then we're looking at the All-Star game Tuesday. Tuesday night, 9 o'clock as always, with the All-Star game. Obviously, I'll make announcements. I'll make graphics, all that kind of stuff. And that's actually a live game, obviously. It'll be on Twitch. So that, you know what, if that's the case, then I guess I'll try to get those emojis done tomorrow then, so we can use them on Tuesday. But yeah, we'll have the All-Star game Tuesday, then week 19 and 20 be coming out too. So I'm good.
Yeah, thank you everyone for checking out SGBA Live. Going forward, Jason named this Full Court Press with Mitchie. So we're going to work on getting more content out podcast-wise on the channel. So, yeah, I'll see you guys around the Discord, and thanks for tuning in.